Hello, this is James, and in addition to the main box, we also have a new structure box that we're going to review. But first, I want to talk about the business aspect of the structure box. So it's 22 unique cards. There's no doubles, there's no triples. To get multiples of any of these cards, you need to buy this. Presumably, the structure deck is going to be 500 gems and a couple bucks afterwards. So in order to get multiples of any of the cards, you need to pay actual money. And I think what that comes from is Konami saw what happened with the EX structure deck, the silent waifu structure deck, where you could only buy it with dollars, you couldn't buy it with gems. And then, like, basically nobody bought that, right? Because you never see silent waifu except for in Legend rank, only for the truly committed players that need to have access to every card. But most of us, we didn't bother. So in order to get all of these junk tuners from the 20 unique cards in the main box, you're going to get multiple copies of them. You're going to need to spend actual cash. So let's do our review. We're going to begin with the extra deck with the Synchro monsters, because this is the 5Ds era. Synchros are Muad'Dib. It is from Muad'Dib that all blessings flow. So Junk Warrior, you say signature monster. It summons it in like every episode. There's a positive correlation between how good the battle's going to be and how soon Junk Warrior dies. Because Junk Warrior, he's just like a baseline Synchro monster. So Junk Synchron plus one or more non-tuners. 5 stars. If this card is Synchro summoned, gains attack equal to the total levels of all level 2 or lower monsters you currently control. So a nice little boost for him there. Gravity Warrior, the Dreadlock Bear, 6 stars Earth. 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuners. If this card is Synchro summoned, it gains 300 attack for each face-up monster your opponent controls. Once per turn during your opponent's battle phase, you can target 1 defense position monster your opponent controls. Change it to face-up attack position, and also it must attack this turn if able. So there is no hiding from the Gravity Warrior. Don't get the structure deck for this. Get it for potentially these other cards. These other Yusei Fudo junk cards. Okay, so Toon Warrior, 3-star Warrior Tuner. Warrior's antenna can alright, blah blah blah. Normal monster. So we're getting Gen X Controller. Gen X Controller is another 3-star tuner. So you don't 3-star normal tuner, and I think that completely takes the place of Toon Warrior. Unless I think Gen X Controller is a dark. So unless you specifically need like Earth types, Earth tuners for maybe Goyo Guardian, but I don't think you need Toon Warrior. Junk Servant. So Toon Warrior. If you control a junk, you can special summon this card from your hand. You kind of want your Junk Servant, but it only works in junk decks, which are probably going to get power crept. Junk Breaker. During your main phase, this card is normal summon this turn. You contribute this card. All face-up monsters on the field have their effects negated until the end of this turn. This kind of goes against Synchros. I don't think you have too many extra summons laying around with Synchros, but like you could go Junk Breaker, normal summon, special summon the Junk Servant, tribute the Junk Breaker. All face-up monsters on the field have their effects negated. I don't know, Queen, or maybe some of the Synchro monsters, and then somehow special summon your tuner, and then go into Junk Warrior. Junk Blader. You can banish 1 junk from your graveyard. This card gains 400 attack until the end of this turn. That's okay. Nobody's chasing Junk Blader. Junk Forward. If you control no monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can also have the option of normal summoning it because it is a level 3. I'm not too we're not engrossed yet in the Synchro's math of 3 and 4 and 2 and whatever, but I'm going to say that Junk Forward is probably a very desirable card because you have the option of either special summoning it or normal summoning it. It's not like Fire Fist Coyote, where it's a 5-star, and then it's either special summoned or nothing, or you have to tribute summon it. Card Breaker we already have. You can special summon this 2-star by sending 1 card from your spell and trap card zone to the graveyard. So if you have your Card Breakers, good for the Synchros era. But Card Breaker, you don't need to get it out of the main box, out of this structure deck. Card Breaker can come from one of the main boxes. I forget which one. Junk Anchor. Oh, yeah, that's a little essay down there. 2-star tuner. For Synchro Summon, you can substitute this card for any one Synchron tuner monster once per turn. You can discard 1 card, then target 1 non-tuner junk in your graveyard, special summon that target, and if you do, immediately after this effect resolves, Synchro Summon 1 Synchro that lists a Synchro monster as a tuner. Using that monster and this card only. These Synchro materials are banished instead of being sent to the graveyard. So, I guess the obvious case is Junk forward, and then you special summon Junk forward, you normal summon your Junk Anchor. Oh no, I see. No. Junk forward is in the graveyard. It was destroyed. You normal summon your Junk Anchor, you discard a card, you special summon Junk Forward, and then that lets you go into Junk Warrior immediately by banishing your Junk Anchor. And then the benefit... Wait. Yeah, I think the benefit of that is it doesn't let the opponent step in and... It doesn't let the opponent step in with like a treacherous trap hole. I believe that's the benefit of that effect. Because, right, in a normal Synchro summon, you would have your Junk Forward, you would special summon, or you would special the Junk Forward, you would normal summon the Junk Anchor, and then your opponent will have the ability to activate treacherous trap hole. With this effect of Junk Anchor, they do not have that opening. So Junk Anchor, yeah, I guess you want it because because there's other stuff that uses Synchrons, not just Junk Warrior. But its maximum potential is only in Junk decks. Okay, Speed Warrior. Oh, we might just want this for the meme potential. Always notice that Speed Warrior doing its rollerblades next to Fudo's bike. Once per battle phase, if this card was normal summoned this turn, except during the damage step, you can make its attack become double its original attack until the end of the battle phase. I don't know why... I mean, he's cool. He's cool. I know him from the show, but I don't think that Speed Warrior is a particularly interesting monster unless he has additional like support, or there's like something that special summons when there's a speed monster or a warrior, named monster, something like that. Pride of the Weak, continuous spell. When a level 2 or lower monster you control destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard and you have no cards in your hand. Okay, no. Junk Barrage, an equipped spell. When the equipped monster destroys a monster by battle, sends it to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the destroyed monster's attack in the graveyard. So, no. This doesn't enable the destruct. It's an extra card. That's just an add-on. It doesn't destroy monsters. It just does stuff when monsters are destroyed. So that's not great. Harmonic Waves. Target one face-up monster on the field. It becomes level 4 until the end phase. Again, from the main box review video, you just want to have your math already baked into the monsters that you select. And then we're also getting skills that manipulate levels. You don't want to have to draw your 2 monsters and then have to have your third Harmonic Waves to come in there. If you're making a Synchro deck for serious, don't use these guys. Don't use these cards. Graceful Revival. This should be good. Activate this card by targeting one level 2 or lower monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target in attack position. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. Okay, so it's tied to the card. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I don't know. Yeah, because well, the reason I'm making noises is because a lot of tuners are like level 3, like a lot of the good ones are level 3. But yeah, you know, it's a good card to have. It's a one of. You only need to get the structure deck once to max out on, or to, you know, have the appropriate number of graceful revivals. Gives you a little bit of recursion for your synchros, for your tuner monsters, but it's a trap, so it's super slow. Okay, Shape Sister. Ooh, Jam Waifu. Trap continuous. Special summon this card as a normal monster. Bean type tuner. You can only activate one Shape Sister per turn. That's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I think it's worth maybe the 500 gems to get a Shape Sister and a graceful revival. Shape Sister, a trap tuner. A trap tuner. Maybe that's why we see these protrusions down here by the waist of this sister. And then Synchro Strike. Target Synchro summon monster gains 500 attack for each Synchro material monster used to summon it until the... Okay, no. Well, maybe. But probably no. Spirit Force. During your opponent's turn at damage calculation, make the battle damage you take from this battle 0. Then you can add one warrior type tuner with 15 or less defense from your graveyard to your hand. Is that Toon Warrior? Yes, Toon Warrior, but probably also other things. Battle damage can make. Yeah, you know what? This is good. This is a card that Yusei uses a lot, and for good reason. So it's like an enhanced version of Defense Draw. So you take 0 battle damage, and then you can grab back a warrior tuner. Yeah, oh, this is a good structure deck. I think it might be. I think you might want to. Oh, why Konami? It discard or limiter overload trap. If this card is sent to the graveyard, special summon one speed warrior from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Okay, here's this very specific speed warrior support. But I think that speed warrior is not competitive. I think it's memes. And then having a whole extra card just to special summon Speed Warrior that doesn't do anything else kind of confirms that. And then what else do we have? Okay, and then that's back to the start. Wait, let's take a look. Let's take another quick look at Speed Warrior. Normal summons, you can make its attack double its original. Yeah, so it's a 2-star that goes up to 1800. I guess the point of Speed Warrior is that it has, like, if you were using a level 4 that had 1800 attack, like in a normal deck, like, it would be too many stars. I think that's the point of Speed Warrior. But unless you're really committed to that Yusei Fudo ace deck, I wouldn't go in for the Speed Warrior. So your chase cards are not your chase cards. The cards that might compel you to spend money are Junk Anchor, Junk Forward, Junk Servant, and then Spirit Force is good, and Shape Sister. So that's 5 useful cards. That's pretty good for a structure deck. So I'm gonna leave it there. We're gonna have a live stream in roughly 33 minutes as of the time of this recording. Thank you for watching.